Mom and Dad always says, Brandon, don't play with your food. But guess what? I'm making money playing with my food. Mom and Dad, I done told you.
Hi, I'm Clarissa.
And I'm Brandon.
We're both Taiwanese American and enjoy spending time in the kitchen. In this show, I'll be making a traditional rendition of a classic Taiwanese dish.
And I'll be putting on a twist. We might encounter mishaps and mistakes along the way, but at the end of the day, we make delicious food.
So for today's episode of Kitchen Remix, we are making sticky rice.
通仔米糕.
What?
That's what 通仔米糕, right?
Is it 筒仔米糕? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What does 筒仔mean?
It's the shape, 筒仔, right?
Because we're steaming them
Yeah.
in these little tong, which
They're
is
basically
like a bucket.
Yeah, little cupcakes of rice. It's actually one of my favorite Taiwanese dishes. Can't eat it too often though. That sticky rice, ooh, it gets you.
Yeah,
It's
this
just
is
so heavy.
This is really heavy. Okay, so we're working with long grain sticky rice today because this is a savory dish. Sweet dishes use short grain sticky rice, savory use long grain. So we soaked it overnight, so all the water is in here already. When we steam it, it will be cooked. You don't have to add any more water into it. But we'll be adding some aromatics with it. So here we have some pork belly, shallots, little shrimp, white pepper, garlic, soy paste, soy sauce, rice wine, shiitake mushrooms, and sugar. So I'm doing a very traditional variation with that red sauce, but I'm doing a sweet chili sauce on top versus the traditional haisanjiang, the sea mountain sauce.
Right, that you made before.
That I made before. So we're gonna learn something new today. How you know when it's done soaking is if you take a rice and you squeeze it with your fingers, it should break easily. Do you wanna try that for Johnny?
I don't know about that.
No, not between your fingers.
Oh.
Strong.
With your nails.
Oh, with my nails.
So it breaks
yeah,
easily.
no, it breaks quite easily.
So minimum like 5 hours overnight is perfect, but drain it well. Okay, so now we're gonna make a basic braised sauce. Could you chop this into small little dices?
When I was little, I remember I was taking Kung Fu class and we're practicing handstands. And like the child that doesn't learn from his mistakes, I just would flip harder and harder when I was getting into a handstand. And then I did it so hard that I went and I flipped on my back. And I landed really hard to the point where I had to wear a neck brace for a while.
Oh dear, that sucks. You know, like every day at like 3 a.m. in the morning, like pigs are killed and then put in like trucks and brought to slaughterhouses or butchers in wet markets all over Taiwan. And then they like butcher it at the wet market and they finish at around like 5, 6 a.m.
So,
And it's like a dying art because there's so many different knives for different parts of pork.
Right.
So if you go to like a specialty knife shop here in Taiwan, like you can find some of those knives. It's a hard job. Not a lot of people like know how to butcher anymore.
You know what really got me when I was little was seeing the chickens in the wet market being defeathered.
Oh yeah.
They chuck the chickens in the bucket while they're
they're
alive.
I remember that too. They don't do that anymore.
No, not anymore.
Because of bird flu, so. I remember that too.
Yeah, that was gnarly. I was like, oh my gosh.
Now I will switch sides with you. We're gonna do a quick braise on this. So sticky rice in Taiwan is actually more expensive than regular rice because there's not as much farmland dedicated to it. So it's considered a special occasion grain. That's why it's not all that common. So when you're braising like pork belly, because it's so fat, you actually want to put the meat before you put in the aromatics because the aromatics will burn.
Oh.
And I want to render out the fat a little bit.
Okay, that's the same as making like a braised pork rice.
Yeah, exactly.
Fried,
you have
yeah.
to render it out. If you put in the garlic first, you're just gonna
Do you
burn.
render it out until you see the water kind of come out, the white kind of?
You just do it a little bit, like I think that's like the difference between Asian cooking and Western cooking. Like we love just chunks of fat here, but not in the West, which is a shame.
The French like chunks of fat, don't they?
Really? I don't
Well,
know.
they like it more fatty at least than Americans.
Yeah, Americans
Butter
don't like
and-
that at all. Did you know that in Taiwan our heat level is like way higher than the States? Just our gas stoves.
Really?
Yeah, it's called like BTU, the power of the stove, like how much heat it
Right.
emits. Ours here is like, they're like rocket engines. So we get that like wok hay, that like
Right.
char, but you don't get that in the States. It's much more mild.
Okay, that explains why my grandma has a separate kitchen in the basement that has like a powerful standalone
Oh
wok.
yeah. So that's the thing why in Taiwan kitchens are like standalone, because so much like oil and like heat and smoke, and like you rarely see open kitchens in Taiwan. I think we can add in the garlic and the shiitake and the sugar.
Shiitake,
Thank you.
sugar, garlic,
And then soy sauce.
soy sauce.
Yep. So this is like the same recipe for a traditional Taiwanese braised pork over rice. Like you can just
What
do
is
the
this,
same thing.
rice
That's
wine?
rice wine, yeah. I only put rice wine in my recipe because American pork is like smelly, but in Taiwan it doesn't really matter. You don't need rice wine.
Yeah, that's one thing my grandma loves talking about, how sweet the pork is here.
Really?
And I've noticed that because, say at this very renowned Taiwanese soup dumpling chain, the one in the States and here, even though they have like a very standard SOP, like very standardized, it still tastes different because the pork there is
Pork?
simply not as tasty as the one here.
I
It's not as
can't tell the
sweet.
difference, but I believe it. And then older people swear by Taiwanese black pig.
Yeah.
Have you had that? It's like really fat and intense.
Yeah.
It's just too much fat for me. Okay, so we're gonna, when it comes to a boil, then we're gonna turn it down to low heat to simmer and braise, and we'll just wait until the pork is soft. So I'll finish this off camera so you can do your filling.
Do what I do.
We're still rolling. Okay.
Check it out.
What?
Check it out. What's it all about?
What's your remix?
This is a Korean gochujang pear marinade.
Which one's the gochujang?
This is the gochujang. It's basically a slightly fermented red pepper paste, and it's actually not spicy at all. But people think that, oh, it's red pepper paste, must be spicy. It's more along the lines of paprika,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
like
has like a
sweet.
sweetness, yeah. In fact, recently I made cookies with this, and it was bomb. All right, let's go through the ingredients. We have our garlic, ginger, soy sauce, sugar, honey, pear, pepper, red peppers flakes. This is to take the place of gochujang, which is red pepper powder.
Okay.
I just like, I can't find it, I'll get this.
Yeah.
And this is,
Rice wine?
yes, rice wine. And here's our onion and mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms.
Nice.
All right, I guess I'll cut the meat.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut the onion.
Oh God, okay.
Oh yeah, okay, you know what? You can cut the meat. You can use my demon blade too.
Nice. How do you want me to cut this?
Just thin, you know, 丝, 肉丝.
Okay, okay.
Strings,
yeah. Strips.
Strips. String strips.
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 Or you can say matchsticks.
Matchsticks, okay.
When I was interviewing a braised pork vendor, they don't cut it themselves. They just order it pre-cut from the butcher.
That's what I do too usually.
Really?
Yeah,
You can
tell the
them?
butcher whatever cut you want. Because they're just, you know, they're so practiced, so they can
That's
cut it
true,
up
really
in
fast.
seconds. Yeah.
But okay, what I have a problem is whenever I order from local butchers, they always have so much hair left on the skin.
You're going to the
Don't-
wrong butchers.
Do I just like live in a weird area?
Yeah, you just need to tell them, like, hey, 清干净一点哦, hey, make it clean. Because my butcher, he'll scrape it with a knife. He'll get all the hair off, you know, he makes sure. All right, now I was gonna cut this things up.
Are we dancing now?
It's like ice, like skating, you know?
Short grain sticky rice is actually stickier than long grain sticky rice, which is why you use it for desserts, because Taiwanese desserts, a lot of them are like very sticky, like Taiwanese style mochi. What else do we make with that?
Tangyuan?
Yeah, tangyuan. It's all about texture.
Texture.
Did you know that when 7-Eleven was first introduced to Taiwan, it like flopped because people were like, why would I go there? It's so expensive. Like we already have the Gamadian, which are these old school convenience stores, and they bled money for about a decade until they decided to like pivot to ready cooked foods and coffee. And that like made all the difference. And like back then AC wasn't that common, and so old people could like drink coffee and sit there and like chill. And at this time a lot of women started working, and 7-Eleven kind of replaced moms and housewives.
What do you mean replaced moms?
They weren't cooking as much, so
I see.
these ready-made meals, people would go to 7-Eleven.
I thought you meant in terms of child rearing. They just left the kids at 7-Eleven. There's aircon in here. Go in there.
I mean,
there's food, aircon.
They do that in rural areas. They
yeah.
Put kids in
go play in 7-Eleven. You can start adding everything in the
here.
bowl. Yeah. All of it. Yeah.
Okay.
That is
sesame oil.
Sesame oil. Yeah. Hey, it's relatively quiet today, isn't it? Compared to the other day when there was jackhammers on all corners.
Don't speak too soon. They're coming to work
Oh
right now.
no.
Yeah. Don't jinx us.
They're like, just you wait, sir.
Tell me about the reasoning in putting Korean pear in this. They do that in like kimchi too,
That's to
right?
sweeten it, and there's also enzymes in pear that breaks down the meat and makes it more tender.
Ooh.
Yeah. Actually, my favorite dish, like whenever someone asks, hey, what's your favorite one dish? I'd say it's yukue. It's a Korean pear with pine and raw beef. Yeah, raw beef.
Do they have that here in Taiwan?
I've never seen it. I've seen the Japanese variant, which is with like a raw egg yolk on it.
Yeah.
But not the Korean version with the pear. Pine nuts.
Pine nuts, okay.
Yeah.
I was imagining like pine needles, and I was like, that's so exotic.
Pine nuts. It's so fragrant, and the meat, it just melts in your mouth when you put it in. You know?
Yeah.
And they kind of freeze it, so there's crystals of ice in the meat as well, and it's cut into matchsticks. Oh, it's just so good.
Okay. So how long are we gonna marinate this for?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, that's minimal.
And then are we gonna like cook it and then put it in?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so this is good. I'll put it in the fridge then.
Yep.
Okay, in the course of the show, we've done a lot of sauces, so we're doing another sauce today.
Sauce.
This is 甜辣酱.
Sweet spicy sauce.
Yeah, and when you have like Taiwanese tempura, you use this sauce, or you can use it on sticky rice.
And by tempura, you mean like the boiled kind, not the fried Japanese.
So it is Japanese. It's called satsume age.
Satsume age.
And it's from a different part of Japan. So it is a type of tempura. But yeah, it's like fish paste that's deep fried, and then it kind of looks like a wrinkly fish ball. So that's what that is. So the basis of it is this is just like a generic sweet chili sauce that you can get at any grocery store.
Okay.
You can get like sambal olek if you're in America, and then ketchup, sugar, because we love sugar here in Taiwan, a thickener, this is just regular cornstarch, and some rice vinegar and water. So I'm gonna dump everything in here. Could you make a slurry by just putting equal parts water and stir it? Yeah, we've made all the basic Taiwanese sauces already. We did soy paste, Haisan sauce, and this is the last one.
I'm trying to think of another sauce we didn't make. Oh, here, I got one.
What?
Suan mei, like the powder, the sweet and sour powder that you dip
yeah.
in. You know the balas?
Guava?
Guava, yeah.
Balas.
Yeah, you know the balas?
But that's a powder.
Right, okay.
Wait, not yet. I have to like boil it first. You can't add a cold cornstarch slurry.
That's interesting because my sauce also uses a lot of ketchup.
Really? Yeah, I don't know why we love ketchup here so much, because tomatoes aren't really
a thing.
Big here.
Yeah, a lot of Taiwanese cooking uses ketchup. In fact, you know, if you get spaghetti bolognese outside, especially if it's a cheaper place,
It's
they'll
more
use
ketchup than actual. I think it just like melds well with Taiwanese sensibilities. Like it's sweet.
The sweet, yeah.
Okay,
Ready?
you can stir it in. Thicken it up, and that's it. It's a cool. So I think a lot of people get greedy and they want to taste it right away, but I guess you can try it. You can taste it. Let me know what you think. But it will become more thick as it cools down.
Pretty
There's a
good.
kick to it, right?
It's got a kick, yeah. Should I prep my
let's do your
sauces?
sauce.
All right. All we're gonna do to make this sauce is chuck everything in a bowl and mix it. Garlic in. It's about six cloves.
Okay.
Eat our.
What sauce is this?
This is soy sauce.
No.
Oh, the name of the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeongjom sauce. It's a sauce it's known. It's kind of special because it's ketchup with some strawberry jam. That's probably our most
Ooh.
interesting ingredient, but it just adds a fruity flavor. And if you don't have strawberry jam, you just add a little more sugar.
Okay.
You know? And this is honey,
Yeah.
gochujang, rice wine vinegar, and black pepper.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just put everything in. Strawberry jam,
Strawberry jam, so interesting. What is this sauce usually used for then?
fried chicken, or
I
you know, any
see.
kind of stir fry.
Oh, that like Korean fried chicken? They get the
Yes.
sweetness from the strawberry jam?
Yeah, some of the sweetness anyways, because there's still honey and other stuff. Gochujang. Honey in.
Lots of sweetness in this.
Yeah. But that's kind of what we want on the Tonzai Migao, right? That's why when I was researching.
Oh,
Tonzai Migao.
rice wine
Oh,
vinegar?
Yeah. Rice wine vinegar. Black pepper. Okay. Let's see.
That's it.
That's it. That easy. You can also buy this in the store,
Yeah.
ready-made already.
Oh.
It exists in ready-made form.
In Taiwan?
Yeah, in Taiwan. You could definitely get it in the States, in the Korean market, and
Yeah.
maybe in the Asian section of regular supermarkets.
So we had finished braising the pork and I basically just separated the liquid and the filling.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do now is saute the liquid with the rice so it absorbs it, and then we'll pack everything in and steam it. Actually, while I do this, do you want to oil the tubes?
I want to.
Thanks. Oh wait, you were telling me about that lady who was flirting with you. What country?
She was not
that?
flirting with me.
What?
She was just talking about how handsome I was.
That's not
It's
flirting.
not flirting. It's in a very maternal manner.
What country was that?
Vietnam.
Oh.
Okay. Oil these. Is that supposed to happen? You want the crackle pop
A
crackle?
bit too hot. I mean, it's making that sound. Not not because it's too hot. It's just because there's liquid in there.
Okay. So you want that sound?
I guess
I'm
so,
just
yeah.
more asking like what I should hear.
I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to do is combine this liquid, but that sound is normal. I'm gonna just do it gradually. I don't want too much. What we're trying to do is get the rice to absorb all that liquid and get like a light brown color.
I feel like a bad migao is when it's too wet.
Yeah.
It's just mushy.
Okay. Good. It's like absorbed it in. I'll put my filling to the side and you can do yours. What are we doing with yours?
I'm gonna stir fry these onions
Yeah.
and ginger/garlic with lard, and then I'm gonna chuck this in, fry it up real quick, and then I'm gonna take it out and strain some of that sauce and use it for the rice.
Okay.
Where's my tail at? Look here, I have some lard.
Why are we doing lard?
Because it's fragrant and delicious.
Nice.
It's That was so intense and it didn't. And it worked because I was actually just activating Clarissa to get her to help me scoop it out. coat this. I'm just gonna fry the onion up, brown it a little, and then we'll add this guy in. Stir fry it on high heat really quick because we don't want to cook this all the way through since it'll get too tough if we then steam it.
Okay.
But we just want to fry the outsides.
Is this garlic? Okay. So this is later, the garlic?
Yes. Together at the same time, actually. So this is a back and forth, right? Look, nothing comes out, but if I arc it, that's what you don't want to do. So I prepared extra onions, so it's fine that that's happened. I intended on getting rid of some onions. All right, now I'm gonna add in the pork. The pork and all the sauce.
That smells really good.
All right, so it's pretty goopy, so I'm gonna add a little water because I want some of that sauce with the rice. Go ahead. A little more? Okay. Move it around real quick. All right, it's about good.
Okay, so we'll strain it off camera then.
Yep.
Can you talk like a Taiwanese baby?
Probably. Yeah, it's funny because I spoke Chinese, that was my first language, and then my parents were like, your English ain't good enough, so they sent me to the US. And I was there speaking Chinese, and kids were like, what the hell wrong with you? That's not how we speak here, boy. You better stop with that go-go, that row. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna stir fry my rice now, just same as what you did earlier, incorporate the sauce into the rice.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to start stuffing my tubes.
Is there any technique to stuffing it?
You put a layer of like meat on the bottom. This is just so it looks pretty. And you pack it in. Equal level of mushrooms and meat. And then some rice. And then we steam it and then we'll be able to plop it out. Oh, that looks really nice.
How do I know it's done? How long do I need to stir fry?
I think yours is fine because mine was much more watery.
Okay.
It's just so the
to get rid of the
flavor,
water.
yeah, because we're still steaming this to cook the rice. The rice is still raw.
Okay.
I think that's more than fine.
Here's my rice, here's my meat.
Traditionally, they used to do this with bamboo.
Oh, right, the tubes.
Yeah,
Right?
you kind of see that somewhere. They're like long, thin tubes, and they'll pack rice. And it's like an indigenous thing as well.
And we're stuffing that rice in, right? As
Yeah,
as
really
packed as possible.
pack it in. Okay, so let's put it in. The steamer is boiling. No, put these on there.
Oh my God, you want to reach my hands into the steam.
No.
Ah! It burns!
I think you're okay.
Ah!
Okay, so we're gonna steam it for let's start with 15 minutes and see how it is.
Okay. Woo! Do they look done to you?
Yeah, I think they're done. Nice. So usually cilantro is a traditional garnish, which we have. You ready to taste all of this? It looks great.
I'm gonna go with yours first because I feel like mine will be a much more powerful flavor.
We'll do it together. Okay, traditional sticky rice with chili sauce, pork.
I really love the shrimp in it. It's a really powerful shrimp flavor. I do feel like the rice is a little hard though.
No, it could be steamed a little longer actually.
Pork
Flavor.
solid, yeah.
Yeah, the pork it melts in your mouth, but that's because we braised it for quite
And I
a
like
while.
this sauce more than the regular traditional sauce, the high side sauce.
Because
it
it's
has a
spicy.
spice. Yeah.
Okay, yours. Your rice is actually softer because I guess you added a lot more sauce than mine.
I like the sour aspect of my dish. And the rice is it's more
This
the
is
right
really
texture.
intense.
Yeah, it's spicy.
Yeah, whoa. Ooh.
Not for the faint of heart.
The hot sauce is really spicy, and his meat sauce is also really spicy. So it is kind of a volcano.
All right, how would you rate the various dishes?
I think for the first time ever, it's pretty equal.
Yeah, I'd agree.
This is like if you want something really intense with like beer or something.
With beer. Sticky rice with beer.
Yeah, it's like a fried chicken. This reminds me of the sticky rice version of Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, because the sauce is often used with Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, and this is just a traditional mild one.
Yeah.
Good job. Yay!
Today we made traditional Taiwanese, Korean style sticky rice, traditional Taiwanese sticky rice, Korean style sticky rice, traditional Taiwanese sticky rice with amazing sweet and sour sauce, Korean sticky rice style sauce with Korean gochujang sauce on top. And if you want to see more cool recipes, traditional Taiwanese, and then remixed dishes, check out TaiwanPlus! TaiwanPlus! Am I a plus sign?
Not really.
Plus!
Maybe for us.
Ah! TaiwanPlus! Oh my gosh.